After a stellar first season, is it any wonder that Weak Hero Class 2 fell so far short? Stay with me through to the very finish because I'll be going over every mistake, from crazy storyline twists to battles that seemed more staged than intense. Suho, a model student whose brain was his greatest weapon, was introduced to us in Season 1. Our hearts were instantly won over by Park Ji-hoon's portrayal of a meek, physically frail child who outsmarts bullies. He merely wanted to defend friends and do the right thing. He had no desire for fame. In addition to him, Hong Kyung's tormented Bom-baek provided emotional weight, and Choi Hyun-wook's An-soo delivered physical might and loyalty. The program did a fantastic job of balancing poignant moments with heart-pounding action, and their bond felt genuine. At its conclusion, we witnessed Suho almost being pummeled into a coma, Bom-baek being sent overseas, and Suho moving to a new school where much greater peril lay ahead. Episode teased a big alliance of criminals prepared to take on Suho again, and episode ended on a cliffhanger. Expecting Season 2 to pick up those threads and reveal Suho's cunning takedown of each gang member, one by one, until he met the ultimate mastermind, fans of the original webtoon were ecstatic. Rather of being a high school drama, Season 2 plunged into a full-fledged crime syndicate headed by a villain that seemed more appropriate for an action film. All of a sudden, we saw youngsters managing an illicit empire, complete with dubious transactions and covert conflicts. The issue? It seemed completely inappropriate for a high school environment. The illusion was broken when the new gang members appeared to be in their late 20s. It's difficult to ignore large age differences, and seeing a 34-year-old student made it almost impossible to accept any of the threats. The emotional essence of the series was also lost. The first season takes its time explaining why An-soo supported Suho, and why Bom-baek struggled with self-preservation versus loyalty. We were interested in the journeys of each individual, and their motivations were evident. We encounter new opponents in Season 2, although it's unclear why they despise Suho. Although we witness them taunt, assault, and threaten him, their backstories never seem plausible until you've read the webtoon. Their battles with Suho don't have the same impact without that build-up. We want to know what motivates them, yet all we get are fleeting bursts of rage or jealousy. In relation to battles, do you recall how realistic and close-knit the action was in Season 1? Every hit seemed earned thanks to Suho's use of pens and surprising maneuvers. The opening bouts in the sequel are still thrilling since they are quick and expertly orchestrated. However, the charm diminishes as the episodes progress. It's terrible to watch the last showdown. Sometimes the clips jump too fast, Suho misses his marks, and he punches air, leaving spectators to wonder what really happened. The entire scene is dragged down by ineffective action, which it did repeatedly in this instance. Among the disappointments was dialogue. Teens in Season 1 expressed their concerns, frustrations, and hopes like any other adolescent. The challenge of being outnumbered or defending a friend is immediately addressed in the lines. Melodramatic one-liners that seem like they belong in a soap opera are uttered by characters in Season 2. Instead of creating tension, phrases like, "I won't stop until I win," or "You'll regret crossing me," sound forced. These threats are ineffective in the absence of strong ties on screen. Since we haven't seen the real links behind the phrases, we aren't aware of the danger. The story's rapid pace was yet another major letdown. Season 2 sped from one story point to the next after Season 2. One gave us our first taste of a slow burn, where each betrayal and link created left us wanting more. Before the show leaps ahead, key events are given a few minutes of screen time. In one episode, a quick flashback reveals a new character's important secret. The next, they're already attacking in unison. It's difficult to follow how one choice leads to another because of the rapid-fire pace, and the climactic encounter feels forced rather than earned. The numerous adjustments particularly infuriated webtoon fans. Suho's brilliance is evident in the original story. He creates ingenious traps after thoroughly examining each opponent. The majority of that tactic is omitted in Season 2, making Suho more reactive than proactive. The gang's power structure, which is essential to the tension in the webtoon, is reduced to a supporting role. Some objectives completely change, and intriguing supporting people disappear. A hurried battle against a vaguely defined criminal organization replaces what should have been a gradual dismantling of a violent hierarchy. The cast did all they could in spite of these shortcomings. Ryu Kyung-soo as Park Min adds new vitality, while Park Ji-hoon continues to display glimmers of the smart strategist we like. But a disorganized script cannot be fixed, no matter how hard they try. Poor writing and pacing will ruin any performance, regardless of how talented the actors. Netizens aren't holding back on social media. Why butcher the webtoon? They are asking the production crew. It seems like a different show in Season 2. We preferred real fights over phony ones. Fans feel betrayed after waiting so long for a sequel, and comments about wasted potential are common. It serves as a clear reminder that quality is not always guaranteed by hype or trailers. Weak Hero Class 2 ultimately serves as a warning about following up on a hit. Season 1 demonstrated that all you need is a strong plot, likable characters, and astute action. Neither large expenditures nor celebrity endorsements. The sequel rushed through plot lines and changed the original material until it lost its heart-choosing spectacle over soul. Even though there are still exciting moments, they are overwhelmed by far too many mistakes. What is the lesson then? A show's sequel must respect the character depth and deft storytelling that helped create its fan base. Viewers will feel deceived otherwise. Weak Hero Class 2 felt empty, despite its promise to further Suho's adventure. This follow-up shows us how brittle fan faith can be. So, I would like to know if Weak Hero Class 2 disappointed you. Which decisions or scenes disturbed you the most? Let's talk about what went wrong with this sequel, and what could have been done to make it better. Share your opinions in the comments section below. If you liked this analysis, please subscribe for more frank drama assessments and behind-the-scenes glimpses into your favorite series. I appreciate you staying through the entire video, and I hope to see you in the next one.